I want to just encourage somebody out there this morning or evening, wherever you're at in the world. There's a lot of things in life that you need to quit on. There's things that don't serve you, things that hurt you, that aren't good for you. I want to be clear with that. But there's also things in your life that you don't need to quit on because it's going to grow you. That could be your relationship. That could be your vision. That could be your health. So many people are going through hard times right now. And trust me, I get it. When you're going through these hard times and these trials and these tribulations, the easiest thing to do is to give up, because it doesn't seem like it's going to get better. It doesn't seem like tomorrow is going to bring anything different. But you can't think like that. One of the things that helped me, and I'll share this with you guys, I know it seems simple, but it's powerful. I always tell you guys to control your perspective. And, one thing that I've learned in my life, when things used to happen to me that weren't good, I would always ask, like, why me? Or I would complain, or I feel like I'm the victim in the situation. But I've changed my mindset towards that. So when things happen to me now, whether it's a detour, a challenge, a roadblock, somebody hurts me, whatever, stress, I now say, instead of saying, why did this happen to me? I now immediately say, how can this strengthen me? How can this help me? How can this grow me? And that immediately, and I want you to understand this, what it does, it immediately, the word program is such a powerful word, so I don't want to say program, but it immediately shifts your mindset to move from pain to power. Okay? From moving to pain to power, because if you're living in pain, if you're accepting pain, nothing's going to change. And you might be thinking right now, well, Trent, that's easier said than done. And I agree, it is. But it's easy just to accept it. And I'm not talking about a positive acceptance where you accept something and you're able to move on, because if you know what I talk about, acceptance is key. But I'm talking about a negative acceptance where you just say, this happened to me, I can't do anything about it, I'm not going to change it, I'm going to accept it, and that's it, right? You don't do nothing after that. It's easy just to do that. It's easy just to complain. It's easy to throw in the towel. It's easy to give up, right? But what that does is make your life harder. So it might be easy now, but it makes your life harder. Whereas on the flip side, that, trying to change your mindset towards it, trying to push through it, telling yourself, I'm not going to quit, I'm not going to give up, faithing it out, as I like to call it, that's hard. It's not easy. But it's hard now, but it makes your life easier later on. So I want you to understand that regardless, life is going to be hard at some point. And so my message to you today is to put yourself in a position to make your life easier. It doesn't mean that circumstances change. I'm not one of these people that tell you that your circumstances are going to change overnight. It doesn't mean that. I don't know if your circumstances will change, but you will get stronger. And that's what it's about. It's about becoming better, not becoming perfect. It's about becoming stronger. It's about growing. It's about learning. It's about educating yourself. So some of you guys might be in positions where you feel like there's no way out. There's always a way out. I can promise you that. Even if you can't get yourself out the situation, you can change your mindset towards the situation. You can find the power out of that situation. And I've seen people, you can take people in prison, for example, that might be in prison for life or a lot of years. And some of these people come out better than they were. Some of these people change their lives in there, or somebody in prison. Like, there's nothing else. Like, what else do you have to look forward to? But what do? They say, I'm going to find the power out of the situation. And they become better people in the most toxic environment. How does that work? It's perspective. It's changing that. And I know I talk a lot about perspective, but it really changed my life. It really, really did when I look at things differently. And it puts me in a better space to create, a better space to operate, and a better space to move forward with my life. Because when you don't give up, you'll meet your potential. You'll meet the greatness, right? Your relationship can go to that incredible level. Your friendship can go to that incredible level. If it's something that can be fixed, okay? I don't want to put a message out to tell you to stay in a toxic, abusive situation in your life where it's not going to get better for sure. But for something that can be fixed, just don't quit, because too many times we quit on life and then it makes life a lot harder. Look at all these ideas that people didn't quit on, and it just made me reflect on my journey and say, man, like, I'm glad I didn't quit. I'm glad I didn't give up when it was very easy for me to do so, when it was the comfortable thing for me to do, when it was the easy way out. I'm glad I didn't do it, because look where I'm at now in my life. Look how much I progressed. Look how much I grew just because I made that decision not to quit. And I told myself, how can this strengthen me? Okay, so that's a thing you can write down. I think you need to apply daily and train your mindset to operate that and to respond like that. right? Not why did this happen to me? How can I let this strengthen me? I'm telling you, it's life changing. It's life changing. It's life changing. Doesn't mean the situation's gonna change all the time, but you can change your mindset towards it. Let's get it.